Hello, thanks for joining me today for what I believe is part 6 of my Hellblade Senua, I've got to say name, Sacrifice. And in the previous episode, Senua found out that Dylan, his spirit or whatever it is kind of in that tree before us. We've got to get in there, so we better get to. And first and foremost, in a previous video I mentioned it, especially when it hinted at the very beginning of the game, and you would have seen various reports on the internet about, can't get my words out, the apparent permadeath, where if that black rot you can see on Senua's left arm reaches to the top, she dies and apparently you lose your save, which I could have seen the logic in the sense it gives you that urgency, extra urgency, not to die. But several websites, including Eurogame and a few others, put that theory to a test, and apparently it's a load of BS. You don't permanently lose your game, or if it doesn't delete anything, so there you go. At least we know that. Not that I plan on dying anytime soon, but at least I know my save won't get wiped. Right, let's get to it, shall we? Okay, what's this? Is this one of those talking stone thingamajigs? No. But it's got a circle pattern there, like it should be a talking stone thingamajig. It's got some engravings on it. It looks very much like a shard, or perhaps it was a material used for weapons or something, like a blade. Oh, wait a minute, is this a talking post thing? Yes, it is. Tell me a story, mysterious voice.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does
Another one there.
But only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Right, she subtitles is off, so for the benefit of your viewers, let's put the subtitles back on, just in case some parts where the audio may not be as clear. Oh, there's another stone, or pliff, or whatever you want to call them. Audio logs.
Here's the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife
not done
that
yet.
she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
With silent R. Another shard. Seems to be another shard over there as well. Right, let's have a look at this tree. What's the worst that could happen? Kind of reminds me of that tree in Game of Thrones where one of the Stark boys goes into One who has the power of the three crows.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillion left it for you. Take it. Take it.
Oh, the shards are lit up.
She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard.
Go to the shard.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you.
Okay, there's one over here, so
The metal.
I might as well start with this one and work my way around.
Find the shards.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see? Go to it.
The Northmen say that their allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness, there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I can't see. Who's there?
Graphics are so stunning.
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good.
It's for what a vibration my
There is a
controller
way out.
is.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
It stops when I face a different way, so follow the vibration.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Dillion?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
This way.
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. You're no coward. You proved that to me in the warrior tribe. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need people like you.
I'll do my best.
Some dead bodies.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really you. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end? There is a house.
In the country.
I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
What's that?
There's something in here.
Do you see it? No. Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it. One step at a time.
Fucking hell's that? Like a bloater thing. Looks like some at Silent Hill. That's one ugly motherfucker. Get away from that.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
Still in there? Yeah, it's still in there. Well, was this another one? No, there's more of them. What the fuck? Take it off. Follow the light, but try and stay in the dark. Loads of them. Fuck. Okay, let's keep on moving. This is quite intense. Can't I sprint? I want to sprint. I want to get the fuck out of here. I don't like this area. Okay, it's area done.
I think I'm in a house.
In the country.
Stinks of death.
The darkness is testing you. You are in control.
Oh, I can hear more of those bastards. Oh, they're below me. Don't fall, Senua. Don't fall. Easy does it. Easy does it. No, 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 no.
A well. There's a well.
Only good things can be down here.
You're getting close.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Delia. Help me.
Okay, let's fucking go for it. There's only horrible bloaters and what seems to be dead bodies hanging from the ceiling. Come on. Get out of there. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Come on. Oh, which can move faster. Wish I knew that in this part. There we go.
Delia. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
Okay, that's the first shard done. Three more to go, I think.
It's done. You did it, but there's more.
There's more. I'm tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy?
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
What's in store for me here? Thought I was. Across the river. Thought I recognised that building when I looked. And that's Dillion's ghost thing.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Senua?
Face.
What does it see?
Get closer.
Careful, it's not safe.
Trust us. The mask is here to watch you fail again.
Where are we? It's the same.
Oh, that's changed. Again, showing off the game's graphical splendour.
I like it here.
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
Okay, it's bolted from the other side then. There's a talking plinth.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Yeah, I don't like to, whilst those stories are being told, walk towards a door or activate anything else just in case it cuts it out. Which it probably will do, to be fair. Okay. For that shape. That looks to be locked and all. Yeah. Oh, hello. And my guess is I'll go back to that face. Let's go back to the darker world. No. Am I? No. What's going on? Yeah, okay. There we go.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's
Okay, is this gate round here open and all? Yes, it is.
doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Okay, nothing down here yet.
Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go for it.
Before he disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Way too many
You
times.
always let him disappear.
Dillian, there he is.
Quick.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in. Do you remember the smell?
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
the dark.
The dark world. The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown. Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
Oh, okay, symbols in here somewhere then.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by
Oh,
throwing
is that it?
spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel.
Remember the way he stroked you?
But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?
There it is.
I did not ask the
Let's wait for the
mistletoe.
story to finish.
Balder's mother confesses, I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Dillian saved you from them. Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world. You can't go up
You
there.
can't go up
Not
there.
in this world.
You can't.
Okay, now I've opened a couple of doors. Maybe I'll change it back. So I can go through the other side of that building there, can't
Do
I?
you remember meeting him beneath the tree?
Yep, there you go. Actually, no, that door was already open there anyway, wasn't it?
You had that loved you.
You squashed it and strangled it, flattened it.
Wait a minute, I should be able to go through this door, shouldn't I? Come to think of it, yeah, of course. There we go.
You broke him. You killed him. You couldn't see it.
Where are you taking me?
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it. You're nearly there. She can find the way.
Right, what's that?
Look what happens to the things you love.
Ah, clever. A perspective puzzle.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't
They
taking
led you
part.
astray.
Hoth says, I cannot see where Baldur stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Hoth throws the mistletoe at Baldur. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Baldur is killed. And for this,
You are guilty.
Hoth is slain.
Was it worth it?
Here's
The
another one.
Northmen tell how the
Kind
gods
of looks like an
mourned
Oreo
Baldur.
biscuit.
His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Baldur's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Baldur's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed
So I
in
need
you.
to find these shapes
Years
now.
had passed since she left her father.
She trained hard alongside her friend.
Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love.
But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past.
Okay, we shapes it here somewhere.
A future.
Two realities.
Ah, I see it already.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
Well, at least I think I see it.
Even Dillian's dead. Doesn't deserve to be
There you
dead.
go.
You have no time for this. Speed up.
That was an easy one.
They've set you trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? Laughing at you. What if they take you closer to Dillian? Why didn't she listen to Dillian? You're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
Okay, here's the other shape round here. Kind of looks like a musical note. Ah, that'll be that one. But, oh, we cannot get across there just yet. I can see another Oreo biscuit over here. Or cookie, if you're in the States.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Baldur return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldur stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldur. Weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Baldur was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
And now, I presume I can go through these doors up here and get to the side. Voila. Hello, Buff the Face. Just eerily watching me.
Curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
And there's the second one.
What if this is pointless?
And now I just need the third one.
What are you doing?
And there's another Oreo cookie.
Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere. Everywhere? But what if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense? What if they're a trick? The gods were lying. If you think it makes
Hey,
sense,
up.
but really the gods
It's
are
faulty.
playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the real world. The gods are, but it doesn't mean anything. You can't read this language. You don't understand. Sinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll never succeed. Slow. Quicker.
Okay, one more go.
Northmen tell how the
Ah.
gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom
Arrow in it
drips onto
somewhere.
Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has. Dillian's the only reason she's
Okay, can't get the arrow in this world.
the reason she's alive at all.
Yeah, how can I? Ah, there you go.
They're all about wasting your time. Just remember, Dillian, by minute by minute. Do you understand? What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she.
Sweet.
Just make sure that we're a waste of time. It could all be a waste of her time. What if the gods are just playing? What if the gods are
Oh,
messing? Dillian! It wouldn't be the first time.
okay, we've got to look across this large plank.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes.
No, no.
Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Don't go down. Breathe. No! Where's he gone? It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone.
Belly flop.
He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you can see, just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price
What if
you
this is
pay?
pointless?
Gift
What if
you
you're
have.
wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never work.
Gift that makes you so special in my
What if this is the end?
Just
It's
another
just a
part
trick.
of personal love.
It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
Because I know. But it made it worse. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
that's next one done. Two more to go. And I should be able to get into a creepy tree.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
It's creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange.
Yeah, everything's a bit creepy about this game.
Where are we? Down back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This place stinks.
There he is.
There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house.
Find him.
He's going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
Where's it gone?
Keep going.
How do you find it?
It's just
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot.
Ah, it's one of those gates that unlocks a pathway, I guess.
She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her.
Ah,
But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
the bridge. It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. Now you have to find him.
okay, it's one of those perspective
Get to the house.
puzzle things.
Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
Oh, there's another one. Okay, it removes that barricade, but the steps disappear. Oh, and there's another one, and also a talking plinth.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhand, and then the farmer and 6 of his men.
Ah,
drowned
wait
in
a
the
minute.
sea. That is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living.
You found a way to climb.
If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Okay, so now I should be able to do this. Voila!
Fixed it.
You fixed the bridge.
Fixed it.
see if there's anything behind here. No.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Find him. You have to find him. The runes. Focus on the runes. Focus the runes.
Dillian!
Oh.
They're coming for me!
Okay, it looks like something coming for me. It reminds me of Silent Hill Downpour, so I'm gonna run. Anything that reminds me of Silent Hill is never good. I've got to look for shapes whilst getting.
Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. It is.
Ah. One. Shit. Shit.
Where's your sword? Defend yourself. What is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we? It's not Dillian. It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe.
Yep, I feel unsafe too. I feel you on that one.
This is what death feels like.
Where's your two?
What
Oh.
should I do?
Ah, okay, so looks like if I see Dillian's spirit, look out for it. That kind of gives me a hint where it is. Shit, 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 run. Well, where's Dillian?
The light. Go towards it. Focus. Focus.
Okay, sweet, so
You've got them. You have them. Where's the door? You have to find a way out.
yeah, I found the door now.
Run. Don't let him look at you. Don't let him see you.
Can't for the life of me remember where it is in this labyrinth. Oh, there we are. Thank you, Dillian. That was intense. Excuse me.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Okay, one more to go.
Killing you would be too easy.
They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. They think they want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury
Look
death.
at lighting.
Something so very
Stunning.
ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it.
Oh, here we
But
are.
when it comes,
Talking
it
plinth.
forces itself onto our friends or
Probably
loved
not called a
ones.
plinth, but it's easier to call it that.
Then comes the reckoning.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Short story. A man who sounds a lot like James Nesbitt. Probably isn't James Nesbitt, but sounds a bit like him. I wish you could run faster at times though. Especially during these segments. Okay, it looks like a hobbit hole for me to go into.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you.
I wonder if there's a section at Jim Sterling. Thank God for him, by the way. Was the reason he initially gave this game a 1 out of 10. No, but what his glitch was, there was a puzzle which required you to go through dark, and he needed a torch, and Senua didn't pick up the torch, and therefore it made the puzzle impossible. So the glitch was she didn't pick up the torch when she should have done. And then because of this auto-save feature, you only can have one save on this, and that's it. That's why I recommend saving to a cloud. I've done that a couple of times just in case. And because it auto-saved, and I'm assuming there was no cloud save, it completely fucked him over, and he was effectively stuck in video game limbo, so he had to start the game again. So I can understand why he got frustrated and give that score. But also, in fairness, he reviewed the game again, uploaded another video, scored it a 7 out of 10. An hour for every hour a game lasted. So he got 7 hours, 7 points, but apparently he thoroughly enjoyed the game. So I guess he was even more frustrated when he came across a glitch and made him start all over again. Anyway.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Okay. Sounds like from my headset, but it's coming more from this way. So I guess I gotta follow the sound.
He is. Finally. You found him.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go again? Let him.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
How could you?
Okay.
Find him. This is your mission. Find him. To use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
Take it. I've got to go back then. Can't see shit.
I'll find him.
Yep. Twitchy glitch.
What was that?
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Always a talking stone.
I can hear him.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil
Monolith.
haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
All sounds like the sounds coming more to my right. Yeah, that's definitely getting louder.
It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Well, that little hole in the wall seems like it.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's in there? What is it?
A secret room.
Pass. How do you get in there?
Oh, it's that monolith, which I've already got.
There's no way. Find a way.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
You're too close to stop. What's in there?
Oh, that looks like an inviting red.
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief said so.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods.
Oh, he's not a nice dad, is he?
Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Flip the bird, Senua. Cool. Should be all done.
You've done it. You did it. The warrior trials. You need that sword. Go get the sword. You did it for the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Right, I think that's a perfect time for me to leave it. Hopefully, I'm actually getting towards the last hour of the game, so we should be able to see it through in part 7. Fingers crossed, and I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you've been enjoying this game too. So if you have, please like, share and subscribe, because it means a great deal to me and it helps out my small channel immensely. And you can also follow me on Twitter at SolidusSnake, the same as my YouTube username. So with that said, my friends, thank you and peace out.